Anybody saying like, crack in the same, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use, good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that, tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use, good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that, tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me, man? Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, and make sure you hit that good subscribe button. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell, hit all, say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. And make sure that y'all tap in, man, to the comments because we're giving away good Chiliana, man, at the Guardian. Please don't touch my gun. Fairy Tales and Boogeyman all out now. We finna jump back into this content, man. I know what y'all here for. Let's go ahead and give it to y'all. Let's go.
Delta products with COAs for authenticity and ordering is exclusive. I did not know that. That's very interesting.
That nigga name is Termaine Ashley Williams. That shit crazy. Ashley, though.
I'm going to take note of that.
There's dudes with name Ashley and Courtney.
Yeah, you can be a badass. No, Ashley, right?
Yeah.
I heard of some
Courtney of this podcast formerly, yeah.
Stacy? Yeah, you're right.
Stacy, Chris Fake Dad.
Yeah, Stacy from the Wood, Stacy Ogman.
But Ashley, though, so he's Little Ash Bash, essentially.
Okay. Luce.
He called that nigga Little Ash Bash.
Luce Cannon is locked up. Most of what we can tell that he's being accused of is stuff that's really like him aiding and abetting Big U. Now, he don't fuck with Big U. He has not fucked with Big U for a couple years now. What are the odds that Luce Cannon is really going to sit down and do whatever kind of time they're trying to throw at him to protect someone who he does not fuck with, does not want anything to do with, that he has publicly declared to be his op? I'm not saying that Luce Cannon got the snitch gene in him.
That's what it sounds like.
But
sound like he got the snitch gene in him.
I mean, when I look at the situation, it's like, how much time am I really willing to do for somebody that I don't fuck with?
And it's interesting you brought that up because I want to ask Sharice this too, because when they had a live stream, right, Sharice and Luce, and they were talking and she kept saying to him, like, you got to think about yourself, baby. Think about yourself.
That's
like,
what snitches do.
You do so much for
She was telling him to snitch.
These other people. I know you got a big heart, but they don't give a fuck about you. You got to think about yourself. To me, like when y'all hear that, does that sound like it's like encouraging?
I mean, none of that matters to
that
me.
YSL dude to do that. Remember on that phone call?
None of that matters to me. It all boils down to who you are as a person. If you gonna stand down and know whatever is going on, and you choose to be a stand-up man and take the time, a lot of people nowadays is different. But I don't put that on nobody. I done seen the hardest niggas tell on niggas. So I can't put no jacket on nobody. It be the niggas you least expect. And they be the ones turning the niggas you thought was gonna turn, be the niggas that be solid. So
that's pretty normal for a female to say. I mean, I'm under the assumption that 100 out of 100% of females are gonna tell in that situation.
But is that what? But just so we're on the same level here, when you hear that, does that make it sound like she's encouraging him to?
Yes.
Most females are gonna do that. That's what I'm telling you. They're gonna tell you, "Oh, think about your family, think about this." But what you gotta understand is, once you choose that side of the fence, it doesn't matter if that's your op. It don't matter if you didn't do it. None of that shit matters. You took that oath. You knew that was a possibility. So it ain't no telling because, oh, I'm doing time for him and he don't really fuck with me. It's too bad. That's the oath that you took.
What if at some point it becomes clear, and I'm not saying that this is the case, but it's something that a lot of people have suggested, what if at some point it becomes clear that Big U was working with them people?
Hey, first, you got to know what aiding and abetting mean.
Okay.
Because what you described, that's not aiding
Shout out to Munchie B for getting us this good content. That's good news we can use. Let's get some education from the B team. Let's go.
and abetting. When somebody going a weed dispensary and lay it down with a gun, you committed it. You didn't aid.
You're right. Okay. Yeah.
That's not aiding and abetting.
That's real shit. Yeah.
That's an important thing to clarify.
No,
You
aiding
were
and
part of
abetting
that,
is
but,
they shoplifting and you blocking it, trying to obstruct the view. That's aiding and abetting.
Sounds like you've done this before.
No, I don't shoplift. Hey, but I'm saying, like, that's not aiding and abetting. I know you want to come home, but,
Yeah, I'm not gonna discuss the details of what Luce got going on because his shit's still open. But I will say this: even if somebody tells on you, if you made that oath, you're not to tell on them because that still
Just 'cause somebody act like a bitch don't mean you act like a bitch.
makes you a rat. Still, like I'm not gonna be a rat because he ratted. I'm not a rat.
hey, bro,
Bingo.
before it hit the indictment, he told the same story on this platform.
No, I know. I
So
seen it.
you could talk about that. He said the story first before even.
You know what's funny about that story in particular is that he came on this podcast, he told that story. I'm sitting there just kind of mystified because this is me realizing for the first time of like, oh, Big U still has 1 foot in the streets on a level that I might not have considered. But then he goes on Academics' podcast, probably WACK set that up or whatever, and Axe seemingly like understood how serious that situation was and asked a shitload of follow-up questions, basically digging into that story. And then the other one that has come to be part of this indictment is the story about them allegedly extorting Rick Ross and Meek Mill for $50K while they were in the club or whatever, which is another one where I was just sitting there doing the interview like, are you fucking serious?
That was cap.
But that's such a stupid thing to try to get them on because your witnesses are not going to cooperate. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way, even if that did happen to Meek Mill, there's no way he's going to admit to that in a million years. Either way, he looks like a bitch. Like, you feel me? If he admits to it, or he's like he looks bad either way.
You think so? I don't think he looked bad either way. We don't know if it really happened.
He looked bad. He looked
believe
good.
it happened.
He looked good.
I'm saying we don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I believe it did happen. I'm not gonna lie.
Meek came out and denied it, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the best thing he could possibly. There's no way he'll look bad if he says it's true, though.
Before he denied it, Dream Chasers did too, though. Before that, like months ago, last year.
Yeah, I don't think it is true, but I'm just saying it's gonna make him look. If he did admit to it, it makes him look weak in a street sense. Like, oh, you have to check in when you go places. You don't really got it like that, and it makes him look weak on a street sense again. Oh, you're a fucking rat. You're helping cooperate. Da, da, da. So he would never admit to it. That's essentially career suicide for Meek Mill.
Meek Mill definitely could never admit it if it's true, and if it's not true, then he's also going to deny it. Although at this point, it is seeming less likely that Luce just came on here and made that story up out of thin air.
It don't sound realistic. He just tapped him on the shoulder. His security just like, all right.
I didn't believe it when I heard it. I thought
That
it was
just
on
sound
cap.
like some superhero gangster shit.
To keep it 100.
Exactly.
Because we thought Luce Cannon was doing the big homie CC move. Go on a podcast
Big homie.
and just make up a bunch of bullshit, and some of it's going to stick, some of the clips are going to go up, other podcasts going to want to have you on, etc. And now it's like, oh, you were serious.
What's the big homie CC move?
You know, he's just going on every podcast saying
And
every
like,
celebrity's
bodyguard?
gay, and he was a bodyguard for this person, and he saw this person get robbed.
Everything was content, man. They took the Orlando Brown route.
Yeah.
But he was giving Luce's, he said Luce was the truth, remember? He said Luce is the boogeyman. He was saying that in the beginning, but now, you know what I'm
Big
saying?
homie CC was saying that, huh?
Right, he said it on Camp Capone.
Shit, I hate to admit
He
it,
was
but
lying in.
WACK and Brick really, or WACK and Luce really kind of like exposed. Well, do we want to listen to what?
Yeah. And honestly, honey, I thought about it. As much as you may want to help the families of all those that's involved with the situation, I don't know if it's really the best thing because you really should be disassociating yourself with these people. You really should. I understand the intention was good. Baby, you got to listen to me because sometimes you don't listen. The intention was good to want to help these families. But you gotta think for yourself right now. And I don't think if they were in the same position or thought of it, they would do that for you. Real talk. And we need to separate ourselves from Big U anyways, and Brick Baby and all these other motherfuckers that probably don't really give two shits about you. I'm serious.
Let's do
Sound like she finna make him tell.
a fuck Big U shirt. Or fuck
So instead of
goes
free
to
Big
merch
U,
right
fuck
away.
Big U,
She recording that?
Yeah.
Big U shit.
Big useless. Okay.
That nigga said shit. It just shook his head.
All right, honey. You know I do what you tell me to, cause I'm your wife and I gotta listen.
And that's the part where it's messed up because you're supposed to be just getting it together.
But I just want you to hear me. It doesn't look good because of course you're not cool with the nigga, but that doesn't mean you gotta help him. And that is one thing people don't realize with you is no matter what, you would still help your enemy. But ain't nobody right now, you gotta think for yourself. You gotta think for yourself.
Try to tell y'all.
Okay, because all these
She's telling that nigga to snitch.
motherfuckers probably telling. All these motherfuckers probably turning against you. They are not having your best interest at heart. I need you to listen to me.
Yeah, and then, I have to really think about the son of the mother that died, Rayshawn Williams.
Exactly, because it's making you feel.
Oh Lord, we gotta think about the son.
That's a crazy.
You a gay member? You're not supposed to think about the son.
She don't have his best interest in mind.
And that's what exactly what I'm about to say. If that was me, I would have hung up on my bitch.
She wants
bitch,
him
what the fuck
home.
you sound like?
Tell
You
her
wanna
to take
record
care of the
it.
baby.
Yeah, for one, you talking
Hold the house
too much.
down.
Hey, help me with some clarity.
For one, she
Who
talking
you
too
talking about?
much.
Help who? The co-defendants?
No,
Help herself.
Help himself. She basically telling her cut a
she
rap.
said, stop thinking about everybody else. Who's everybody else?
Yeah,
Then
all the
everybody else on the
codependents.
case.
She be know what he doing. He making sure it's very clear who we talking talking about? Talking about Break, baby, Big U, so forth and so on. Munchie B know what he doing.
She literally said, Big U,
Her
Brick. She literally said, like, she said the name.
Don't none of her co-defendants like him, though. They all want to do something to him. When he get down here to MDC, he gonna be in trouble.
Yeah,
Well, and
Brick's
I
the
low-key
closest
think
friend
she
he got in
enjoys
that
the.
indictment.
She's enjoying like creating the
she
content
want the
right
clout,
now.
She is
huh?
special.
Yeah, she
That's
a
what
clout
it seemed
motherfucker.
like.
She gonna get a
For
TV
one,
deal out of all this.
you out of pocket recording my shit. For two, I would have hung up on the bitch. For three, because 9 times out of 10, you're insinuating that I know more than what I'm denying. So now you're making it look more than what it
You
is.
insinuating I know more than what I'm denying.
Right? Even just having that type of conversation.
They're a match made in heaven, bro. Like they perfect for each other.
We should all be so lucky to
That's
find one like her. Yeah.
No, she is insinuating that you guilty. Just tell him, babe. Just like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Bitch, get the fuck off the phone.
She's a public figure too, right? She's like been on reality shows. And
She a
all
public
that.
figure?
You know,
I have no
she used to be a
idea.
singer. I ain't never heard none of
Yeah.
her music and shit, but
Yeah, she's a singer.
She got like some little amateur porn.
What you think about it, Adam? You think that was wise to record a federal call to have played on the fucking pod?
I think they should be saying less, generally speaking. For sure, like, if I was locked up in the feds facing this exact same situation, the last thing I would think about would be like, oh, I need to get content out right now. I need to help spread my narrative. No, it's like, that now is a time where it's perfectly fine to be quiet. And I mean, like, maybe if you're making content for your channel so it could maybe make money so that you could, like, you know, help yourself out in terms of your legal situation or whatever is one thing, but I don't understand the value that Luce Cannon gets from doing an interview with Damn Homie at a time like this.
Damn, was that a shot at Damn
It's
Homie?
just-
Damn homie's
really-
crazy. Kids, you have a right to remain silent. If you catch a case, shut the fuck up and let your lawyer do all the talking.
Let's press.
Or just don't even
Sharice.
get in the position anyway. Like the shit is dead anyway.
All right. We finna go and let that be a clip, and then we're going to the next one. Adam calling Sharice, man. We about to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the red. It is free Avenue Angel until he's free. We got